Hey y'all, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. It's your spiritual soul, Sister Sha'Ron, and I'm back to do another quick video. It is a story time, but oh shoot! Happy birthday, Sagittarius! I know y'all thought I forgot. I ain't forget. Uh, my baby girl is a Sagittarius, so uh, and story time is about family today. So I'm y'all. I gotta go get uh something. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Who's that on this birthday line? This Sagittarius. This Sagittarius. This Sagittarius. What's your zodiac sign? Sagittarius. I just told you that. Now, is today your birthday? And how old are you on this day? Go Sag. It's your birthday. Go Sag. It's your birthday. Go Sag. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, y'all. Don't Change just went off by music. Uh, you Broke My Heart, Drake is on for all the dogs and scary. For all the dogs, Scary Hours edition is on now. I'm gonna throw some cards. How about this? I just pull a couple of cards just for y'all. Sagittarius is really quickly. Hey, first 222's on the clock. Thank y'all for coming out and hanging with me, sharing your most valuable asset, which is your time. I'm grateful, thankful, and truly humbled. Thanks, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell if you can. Leave a comment, no pressure, though. My Sagittarius love bucks and everyone else. All my love bugs, get some footies from at the front door. Get your smoke, your drink, whatever it is that you need to help you focus and think. If it does not fit, you must quit. Anything you need to know will be in the description box below. Whew, now let's go. Uh, just a couple things. Um, Heard something about my hair being off colored. Y'all saw that? Right. So that means I get to go ahead to say that. Say what I'm gonna say about my hair and real quick. All right, Sagittarius. Oh, I said I was gonna pull y'all a couple of cards. Let's just real quick, and then I'm gonna talk and tell y'all what we're gonna talk about in a minute because I'm gonna pull it back up. But this for you, Sagittarius. Let's pull a couple of cards for your birthday. But I'm gonna talk while we doing this. Uh, it's 11. You broke my heart. Break. That is a very a great song. Um, that's gonna lead me into what I'm here to talk about. Don't Change is what I heard on look, a new. This is Change. So y'all about to have a new beginning, Sagittarius. Oh, and you had now the moon and the world. This is something huge. You're not finna show what you got going on. I guess I'm a Sagittarius. I do have Sagittarius in my chart. That's 444 is on the clock. It is my opposite sign, the King of Cups. So Somebody had is about to be in another relationship to say don't stress out, don't be telling what you got going on, Sagittarius. But it's gonna be big, some type of investment. Okay, I'm gonna dig in the crates, y'all. I channel through music and also through my clothes. But as we see, nothing's on my shirt. Are you that somebody by Aaliyah came out? I'm digging in the crates while I'm talking to y'all. Next lifetime, Erica Badu. And Baduism is where you'll find that. I Care for You is where you'll find the Aaliyah song. I Care for You. I don't remember when I wrote that one. And Vibe Alone Until You're Valued. Crystal, Kyra's Crystal Visions. She wrote that or posted it. Vibe alone until you are valued. That's what's going on up in these streets over here. Um, so that's what you doing, Sagittarius. Y'all just vibing by yourself until they put some respect on your name. I hear you, Shawty. I feel you. That's what's up. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there, and I'm gonna leave this here. Seven of Pentacles and Ten of you stressing out about something. It's a move going on, Sagittarius. Here we go. Look, I just picked them up. You stressing out about this move you're about to make, but you're trying to get balance first. Look at all of these doggone major arcanas, but you see something you loving on. Oh, dang, you got your boo and about leave the door open. Bruno Mars, Silk Sonic. I channel y'all through music. I'm gonna call out these names and numbers and all of that other stuff, and also the music, the clothes, the dig in the crates, all that other good stuff. I'm trying to get everything out so I can go on and do this other thing. But the reading is first. Happy birthday, Sagittarius. So this is what you got going on. This what you they trying to hide out. You making big moves and I'm trying not to even tell. So that's what it is. Congratulations, Sagittarius, on whatever you got going on. Because they said, are you that somebody next lifetime and vibe until they put some respect on your name, until you are valued. So I feel you. Good job. Congratulations. Because this seems like you got secrets and I don't want to tell your secrets. I just say congratulations. Good job. I'm back. I left, but I'm back now. Okay, y'all. Happy birthday. Okay. Story time. 8:08 was on the clock. Okay. I know I've been gone for a minute. And I'm not coming back. This is my drop in because I don't want my Sagittarius to feel some type of way because I didn't come back to do y'all read. So here I am to do your reading and also my slash story time because there are a lot of Sagittariuses that I do love, so I can't do y'all like that. So again, enjoy your solar return as eat the sass. Water Star Vibes. Everybody, I've been here. I see y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Um, Let me talk about this T.I. King and T.I. and Tiny with King situation. Um, Cause I got a story to tell, and that's a good one. I couldn't let this pass me by without addressing because it's gonna be some good stuff that may correlate with you guys and I'm talking about my love bugs. Did we get our footies from at the front door? Anything you need to know up in the description box below and all that other good stuff? Okay. Okay. I've been I'm still working. I'm still doing whatever I do behind the scenes. So these are all the cards that I wrote out today because I'm still just because I'm not here. don't mean I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing, because I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Anyway, um, let's read the cards because I dug in the crates with Sagittarius. We done with Sagittarius. Happy birthday, my booze. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and sharing your most valuable asset with me, which is your time. I am grateful, thankful, and truly humble. Thanks, y'all. Good man. India, I read. Voyage to India is where you'll find that. Okay. Yeah, somebody got a good man, Sagittarius. Yes, or the good woman. Half of y'all, whichever way y'all want to take that. Put it where it fits. I don't get into the details. That's on y'all to put it where it go. Okay, back to the king situation with Ti and Tiny. First of all, my heart goes out to you guys because I am that parent, so I know what that is like. And that song that Drake was on. Let me go back to that song so I can. Broke my heart. You broke my heart. Okay. As you guys know, I have four children, two boys, two girls. They are all grown. Um, and so I've been through this T.I. and Tiny situation several times. So let's, I'm going to go in order, but let me ask to each individual child pulling they king situation. But uh, these are just some of the things that I wrote down today that's going to correlate with this story because this is what I was told to write down. Okay, Cosby kids. Uh, catching balls in in and out of their jaws. OG Percy said that he was talking about something else. I ain't gonna repeat that because that's just too much for the kids. But King think he grown, so when they think they grown, then that's what it is. Um, that's it. Inheritances, but I guess it'll trust fund, baby. It's gonna fit because I was trying not to pull those out because I'm like that was just me and my coddled and my feelings. Boyfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend or girlfriend, court issues, phone tapped. Uh, what profits a man to gain the world and lose his soul? That's a Bible scripture. That's paraphrase Bible scripture. Uh, no God, no peace. No God, and you'll know peace. That's what this is. If you have no God, then you have no peace. If you know God, as in KNOW, God, then you know KNOW, peace. That's what that was. OG Percy, he was dropping some jewels today, so I had to just, I was sitting there like, dang, that was good. And I stand on business. King said that in the midst of his rant. Um, that was going on. So I'm going to be picking these up as we go along. I belong to you. Every time I see your face, Rome is where you'll find that, and that who sings that song as well. I'm gonna be gone because I'm doing some things, y'all. I'm working on some things like Sagittarius. They got some stuff going on, and I do too. So I guess I'm in my Sagittariusness uh, right now too. So I'm still working. I'm growing and I'm learning and I'm doing some things. But first, I want to say about my hair. I heard that it was discolored and orange and kind of like burnt out, burnt up, and all that good stuff. Which it's okay. I don't mind that. I don't trust people in my head. I used to have this my only hairstylist, which was one of my best friends for 35 years. And she used to do my hair. I used to be her model for whatever she wanted to do. And I never really let anyone else do my hair besides my sister when she was going to cosmetology school as well. So, but that came later. I only had this one person doing my hair all our lives because we went to high school together. She ended up going to cosmetology school, so I'd be her model when she would do my hair. She cut my hair off one time, a time or two when I really wasn't ready to cut it off. I don't mind cutting my hair and all that stuff. I did not, as I was doing all the different styles and all that other stuff until up until now. So now, right? So uh, I don't trust nobody in my hair. So this just that box color, and it is what it is. And then I'll go get some uh not cinnamon. It's called crimson, not crimson, copper, copper. So that's what I'll do the blonde, and then I color it with the copper so it can be colored. But if you look closely, you'll see it match my eyes. My hair color match my eye color. So apparently you can't tell that, but it's okay because it ain't for everybody. It is what it is. But I remember there was a scripture somewhere in there. I think I read before that it says his hair was like wool and his eyes were like fire. Yeah. So that's the response to the hair thing. It match my hair matches my eyes. Now you put that together as I move on. All right. Anyway, cause it ain't about the hair. I just, need to throw that in there. I don't let nobody in my head no more, cause it's not about that. This is a journey. Been growing my hair since it's been like 2019. So 4 years, for 5 years, and it's to the middle of my back now. So that's just that on that. Anyway, back to T.I. Tiny in their story with that, and I'm just gonna tell my version of my story because I know I don't talk about other people. I just talk about me, and if it you know helps you out in some way, that's the point. Not for me to brag or embarrass myself, which I don't mind doing that. My story is my story, and what comes out, how life goes, is what it is. So it's just my story, my truth, and I have the right to tell it, and that's what I'm gonna do. So, because when children start growing up and they start doing things that we don't expect as parents, because my kids, I grew up in them streets. My kids don't know that. All they know is mommy. They don't know Sha'Ron that was in them streets doing what Sha'Ron did in them streets. Okay, so all they know is mommy. So they had the luxury of having the Cosby Kid type of life, the violin lessons and flute lessons and um French horn lessons, football, soccer, lacrosse, cheerleading, orchestra, all of those things. I ain't know nothing about that stuff. I went to the School of the Arts, but I'm just saying, as far as I didn't grow up in that environment, but I made sure that my children did. Because when you know better, you want to do better. So, uh, Mi Gente, J Balvin and Willie Williams, Dance Latin is where you'll find that. I don't know what that song is about. I guess, they give me Latin songs, so I'm gonna learn it one day. I'm gonna figure it out once I'm able to actually listen to it, but I haven't listened to this station. So anyway, so my children were coddled and sheltered and all of those great things. Even, left some money. Yeah. Okay. So that's that on that, you know. But I stand on my business for sure. Because that's the what 2022. That's the way they was able to live the life that they lived. So, and I'm not ashamed of that. I'm not taking anything away. Is I had to go through some things in order for my children to live a better life than I lived, that type of thing. So that's just how I'm living, and how um, I'm grateful, thankful, and humbled that my children had a better life than I had. As far as um, my daughters went on trips every year: Disneyland, Disney World, um Hawaii, Boston, the Smithsonian, and all of those. So they are well traveled, 21, 22. Um, and they got to see a lot of different things. Um, so that's that on that. My the prince, oldest son, starts smelling himself, king situation, and 17, 18, somewhere up in there. Single mom doing the best that I can do, being a single mom. I got uncles and cousins, and he had cousins that was around his age. Let me fast forward this: 21, 22, 12 was on the clock. And I'm waiting for 22, 22. So go for the 22, 22. There you go. Closer. Uh, Go PLA. Go PLA. Even closer is on where you'll find that. Even closer, closer to my dreams. Yeah. So you know how it go. I got closer to my dreams. So you know we living on the east side of Chicago. We don't call it the east side. We living over east in Chicago, and my sister had was having a party, uh, and we just had they had a party. My sister. I don't even remember how old she was turning, but I know she was grown because she was getting tipsy that day. And I think my son and the cousins, they was doing their thing. So he probably slipped into something too as well. I don't know. That they did, because I'm upstairs with the grown ups, and the children are not children, but the kids are downstairs partying. But my sister and my son are closer in age. They're closer to my dreams, closer. They're like 8 years apart, so it's like a big sister, big brother type of relationship that they have. So at this time, I don't know what was the issue or what was going on. So I just happened to go downstairs, or I think one of my daughters came and told me to come downstairs for something, because they were partying downstairs. And so I'm there, and somehow my son, he's feeling himself. He's feeling himself a little bit too much at this time. And he got a little disrespectful. So, it was all fun and games until, he didn't lost his mind a little bit. So I had to go check him. But, he's bigger than me now, because he's in that teenage stage, and dad's not there to check him. So mom still got to be mom and dad at the same time, as the, hey, Shawty, you don't know. you don't know me like that. Don't come at me like that. It is way I was addressing him, and so he kind of like bucked. What? Yeah, so he bucked up a little bit. So I had to call a violation on him. So I told the cousin, "Hey, fold him up." He don't know that part of me. That I can call some shots. And instead of him being folded up by some people on the street, I felt safer with the family folding him up. And he still says today, "You go, you called a hit on me." I ain't called no hit on him. I called him to be folded up because a hit is a whole nother thing. But I just told him to fold him up. Fold him up mean don't hurt him. Just check him a little bit and let him know that, hey, it could get a little bit worse than what it is. YouTube, I don't want no smoke. I bring my own with these incense. Uh, I ain't lit nothing. I ain't did nothing. I'm working on the child. So, they fold him up and his feelings get a little hurt because, he can't get it loose and all of that. So, but I was making the point 26, 26. My point was, hey, I bring my incense. I bring my own smoke with these incense. So don't come for me, YouTube. Anyway, he had, uh, you know, so that was his story, and it's funny because he won't let me live that down because he say I called a hit out on him, and like I said, I did not call a hit on my son. I just called him to be folded up, uh, a violation. If I called a violation on him, he would have got beat up, not folded up. Folded up was just restraining. Um, Okay, this a whole nother Sebastian. They going crazy with the no. Yeah, see, I let one slide and then they just want to go all in. Holy Forever, Chris Tomlin. Holy Forever is where you'll find that as well. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's one of those spiritual songs. Um, anyway, that was the first time I had to get him folded up, and I ain't really had no more problems after that. He'll still get a little flip at the mouth, but I'll check that immediately. Um, but with my son, I ain't really had to do too much. He had some more outbursts, and I didn't have my family around, but we still I still get on him and uh, put him back in order. But after that, he ended up moving around and doing it. Anyway, number two, this is the worst one of all. Well, um, before that, or it was probably around that time, uh, baby girl didn't want to wash dishes. So she would call her dad and have him to pick her up from after school. I get home from work and I'm looking for baby girl. Where's baby girl? And calling all around because I'm thinking somebody didn't stole her because we in a whole nother town. She's out with her dad. I asked dad 29:29 on the clock, hey, quit picking her up from school. Every time it's time for her to clean up, wash the dishes, she wants to leave. And that's not okay. And instead of him riding with me and understanding that she needs to learn how to clean up, he tells me he gonna fold me up and put me in the trunk. and and if he was in my face because we was on the phone, and I'm like, you can't keep doing that. I'm on my way to come get her. No, you ain't coming to get her. You come out here. You put your hands on her again or something to that effect. Because I probably popped her or something, but not at that time. But um, I ain't really had to whoop my kids too much. I ain't, like I said, they was sheltered, Cosby kids. They was coddled a whole lot. So, yeah, they was living in that sheltered world, 30 30 and 30 33. So I really didn't have to, put my hands on them. I would do other things as punishment. I would do other things. Tell them set time out. That he would have them hold the wall and things like that. So we didn't really go at them because I didn't get that as a child. I wasn't beaten, and my mom was able to talk to me, and so I did that as well. Um, as I used to see my friends getting called bitches and stuff, and I'm like, whoa, yeah. So anyway, I ain't going all the way back there. Anyway, so baby girl didn't want to do dishes, and so now that transferred over to me and dad, and so we have these arguments and telling them to quit kidnapping her from school because that's basically what you're doing. I go to the school, tell them, hey, don't let him come and get her again, and now police involved. I gets out there to go pick her up because it's her turn to clean up, and the house was supposed to be clean when I get home so I can come home and cook and do whatever it is, run my household. And I get out there and they call the police on me because she said she don't want to come to back to my house because I treat her bad or something. I don't know what it is because, like I said, I don't didn't whoop my children. Uh, so I'm like, what's the problem? 32-22 and 32-23. What's the problem? And it was because she didn't want to wash dishes, 32-32. Or that was what it was that I heard. Restored. Lecrae. Restoration is where you'll find that. So right, so now so she's staying out there with her dad, and she wants to stay there. I don't want to come back home because whatever. She ain't got to do no chores at her dad's house. Is basically what it was. And so I'm like, man, this ain't what you want for real. But okay, they called the police. Hey, I ain't leave her with somebody on the street, and I ain't tell her she had to go. She decided that that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to live with her dad, and so that's what I allowed her to do. 33-22. Um, 33-33. Third child, the princess, because I skipped to baby girl because that was when she was like 12. She went to go stay with her dad. So oldest son, his stuff, and then the 12-year old. So they was probably around the same time. So now the princess, she stayed with her mom, and that was my ride or die. Wasn't none gonna change that, and she there. I move, you move, just like that. She was my shadow, and so that was our relationship. We When I was ready to move here, I was still working, and I'm like, hey, I need you to um, help me out, get the lights transferred over. She, like my little secretary, she can do everything that I was doing. She was being trained, the princess, in order to become the queen of her own domain. Okay. And and she took instruction well, and she did that. Back up just a little bit. When my daughters would go to their dad's house, they would come back and have smart mouths. They was coddled so much because they like the Cosby kids, and he allowed them to curse and say bad words and talk to them any kind of way because he thought it was funny. I was totally different. I'm structured. No, 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 this is not gonna go on. And I had, structure going on, 35, 35, and um, I just didn't allow certain things or them to speak to me in certain ways. So I noticed that when they would come home, I'd have to, wash their hair, give them these baths. So I was doing spiritual baths and things like that to cleanse them out of all the muck that he allowed while they were gone. And now I gotta detox them, is what I used to call it. I would have to detox my girls when they got back home in order for them to start snapping back and going back into being these little girls that they should be and speaking the way that they should speak and being nice and polite. I brought the tea today, y'all. My mug says B and it says positive in yellow down here. I know you can't see it, but that's what it says. Be positive. So I was always trying to keep them being positive. Okay. I have peach tea and elderberry. Yeah, so some vitamin C. Okay, so the princess came to the house and we were hanging out, and she had said something about her loan giving a baby boy some money. She transferred into his account or something like that. And I don't know. I'm not in it with their monies. They do their own thing with their monies. Once you get a job and I 37, 37, try to, allow them to do whatever. He ended up spending the money and he said, I thought it was for you. I don't really recall the details of it, but it was an argument over like $7. He says, here, I give you what I got, and then, I'll give you the rest at a later date, which sound fair to me. Wasn't a big thing. I like by guy, and guy is where you'll find that. And so I'm like, okay, no big deal. He gonna give you the money when he get it. Yeah. Somehow that sprung into something huge, and I don't know where it came from. Now, again, I'm not able to detox them because they grown now. My daughter, she graduated from high school. I can't give her no bath. I can't go wash her hair and detox her because she's coming into her own and doing her own thing. So, I'm saying with me not being able to do the detox and spiritual baths and all that, I don't have a win against dad with his bad mouth and bad words and very immature. Um, I thought he was a good dad, but he really wasn't a good dad. And so I've been apologizing to my children about their dads that if I could do it again, I would, but it is what it is. So, um, man, all I know is that my daughter had an episode. She was not my daughter. I don't know who this person was that was in my presence fighting with her little brother about $7. We'll never have no issues like that, especially about money. We don't get down like that. But apparently, it was something else that was going on with her, and I guess she wasn't ready to speak about whatever that thing was, um, that she was upset about. Somehow she started going at him, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that because I teach my sons not to fight girls, which her and my oldest son would get into it all the time. But I did my best on you don't hit girls and you don't do all of that. So I know baby boy, that's just not his thing. He is not gonna hit her. I don't care what she did to him. He was not gonna hit her. Now she gonna big brother gonna give her a run for her money, and she ain't gonna pull that same thing that she pulled on with big brother as she would little brother, because little brother just ain't got it in him. He will not touch her or any other female for that matter. Um, so she's running after him. So now, I got to get in the middle of this. Hey, stop. No, no, no. We're not going to do that and all this. Anyway, I'm trying. She turns on me. Now she wants to fight me. Hold on. What they do that at? Hmm? Fight your mom. So now I got to go back to the hood and show her who Sha'Ron is. Because she know about Sha'Ron. She only know mommy and how mommy treat them, and all of that other stuff. So I'm trying to push her away and trying to push her off, and no, no, we're not about to fight. And I tell my son to go in his room, close your door. And now she's, like I said, she's charging after me. I'm running from my daughter. Y'all, not because I'm scared, because I'm scared for her, not for me. I'm scared for her. Because I go to this place and ain't no return. Point of no return. What is this? Uh, so I had to show her, and I showed her, but I'm steady running. I'm steady running. Hey, you don't want this. Go on. Let me. I ain't trying to fight you, girl. Go on somewhere. And she kept on. She kept on, and she kept on. So I ran in my room. I closed my door. Yeah. Usher and Lil Jon, yeah, and it went down. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Usher, Lil Jon, and Ludacris. Confessions is where you'll find that. So I ran in my room and I closed my door, and she was still trying to get in here. Snatched my chain off my neck, and I was like, "Why would you?" She just looked down at it. We both looked at it at the same time, and she like, snatched the chain off my neck. I'm like, yeah, okay, I got another chain. I ain't gonna worry about it. Just it's yours. It's away from me. Go and sit down somewhere. And what set it all off at that point, because I'm still trying to, no, no. What it was is it was about sending my son to the store to get some food for us. And she was like, I gave you this $16, so we should be able to get some food with this $16. He was like, well, I spent it, but here's seven of the 16, and I give you the rest later. And she was like, no, you gonna give it to me right now. And I'm like, we got money for food, no worries, don't worry about it. So he was out at the store going to get us the food. So I was trying to protect him because he didn't know what he was going to walk into. That's what it was. That's how the fight went, y'all. He didn't know what he was going to walk into. So now I got to come up out of the room to go save him because I know she's going to the door to stop him at his tracks to talk about this little $7, 44.44 on the clock. I'm telling you the truth. Y'all heard it. I'm trying to stop him from coming through the door because he don't know that she finna try to bum rush him for this little money, 44.55 or something. And I'm like, so I'm trying to save him, and she turns on me because I'm safe trying to get him because, like I said, he ain't gonna hit her, hit her back up. He won't. He just won't. So I'm like, hey, no. And so he gives her the food, and I'm telling, go in your room, run in your room. He runs in his room. I try to go come and run in my room, and she was like everybody's not gonna do it. It was a possession. She had a spirit on her, and it was not 45. It was a demonic spirit. So, like I said, she snatched my chain off, and I'm still not, I ain't gave it a business yet. As I'm still trying to figure this out and figure out how we even got here. But um, after I came out of my room, and like I said, that was me going to save him. Had to come out the room to save him, to let him know what he finna walk into because she mad. And she ended up, I'm kind of like got up locked. We locked up together, and I got her locked up, and so she couldn't get away. And instead, she licked my face. Talk about some turning black. It was a blackout in there. I don't know what happened. All I know is I got her on the ground and I'm beating her in the head like she's these bitches on the street, because that's what it was. And that's how I move. She wasn't my daughter. That wasn't my daughter. And I know they said you don't wrestle against flesh and blood because it's a spiritual battle. I get it. But at that time, spirituality was out the door. I'm dragging her, busting her upside her head, pulling her hair, dragging her up and down the hallway. Cause you ain't finna pull it shit no more. And I ain't never had no more problems after her after that. But I had to let her know. This ain't the Cosby Show, ma'am. The coddling is over. You might as well had a spit in my face, because that's what that felt like to me. I lick. I don't get no. It would have been too much for her to do that, and she know that it just would have been over. September songs, Nat King Cole and George Shearing. Uh, Nat King Cole and George Shearing plays is where you'll find that. So I had to rock her world a little bit and let her know. I say that to say, no matter what we do and how much we love on our children, I'm going back to Ti and Tiny and King. No matter how much we coddle and we give them dance lessons and football and clarinet and flute, whatever we give them, there's always going to come a point when they try us as parents, one way or another. If it may not be physical, it can be, verbal. They, saying some stuff, some slick stuff under the table just to see what they can do. I tried my mom, and it was a mistake. I didn't mean to. She hit me one day. I was saying something real slick, and she, hit me, and I came right back at her because I'm still in these streets and doing my thing. But I didn't mean to hit it. It was a reflex, for real, for real. And all I did after that, I had to just take cover, ball up, and take whatever she gave at that point, because it It wasn't that I was trying to fight my mom. 49, 49. That was a reaction. And that was just what it was. But my daughter, that she actually fought. Baby boy, he never tried to, fight me, but he did get a little flip at the mouth. So tell him, man, when you get to this age, you feel like you that grown. It's time to go. There's nothing else that I can impart into you, then it's time to go, and we can do this. We can be cordial about the whole thing, and you don't have to go and be, no big event. Just get your and move around when you feel like you that grown. So uh with Ti and Tiny, I stand with y'all. I can't nobody tell nobody what to do with their children and how to raise their children. But I wish I had a Ti around so we could have both rocked their world. But it's okay. I worked it out, and they ain't gonna never come at me like that again in their life. The way you make me feel, uh, Michael Jackson from the Bad CD. Yeah, the way you make me feel. Yeah, I rocked them, and I don't have a problem with it. And I do it again if they came at me in that same manner. Um, but the point of the story time is that our children, if you're blessed enough to have them, um, will try you. And um, sometimes it feel like a blessing, sometimes it feel like a curse, depending on what day it is and what's going on and which kid is what 5151 and 5150 is on there. Because man, you can be the 5150 on them, and that's what happened at that point. Anyway, I ain't trying to keep this that long. Hey, these kids, get yourselves together, because if you fund babies trust fund babies that thinking y'all standing on business. I think there's a scripture in there that says, honor your mother and thy father, and your days will be longer. There's also a scripture that says, if you keep reading, it says, parents don't bring your children to wrath. Also, so it's a fine line. You still got to rear them and teach them in the way that they should go. So when they get older, they will not depart from whatever it is that you've already imparted into them. So they won't do that. But there's always that one time that they gonna just have they got to. It's like in the kid rule book for them to try you one way or another, depending on what you got going on in your house. So um I'm just gonna say I hope y'all don't feel bad and don't feel embarrassed about that, because I heard y'all say that he's embarrassing the family. No, he embarrassed himself, just like any other child in that situation would have done. And it's okay. We all get those lessons. I just pray that he gets better instead of getting worse, because all of my children, they're still doing great things even after those incidents. Never went to jail, never anything. All my children are doing great things, 53, 53. And so it's just, I guess, a rite of passage. I don't know what gets into them, but shout out to y'all. Uh, Ti and Tiny, it gets greater later. And I know you got some success stories with the others, because they think just because we did the sacrificing in our day, out here in them streets, and then they thinking that because they live in this Cosby coddled life, that um, you know, we forgot what we had to do to get to where we are. And not that I ain't nowhere near them. I don't have the money that they have or anything like that. My point is that went through some things, 54, 44, and 45. We went through some things in order for our children to have better than 54, 54, what we had. And they don't understand that sometimes and feel entitled to what it is, inheritance and all of that. But I tell you one thing, after that, I cut my son off, I cut my daughter off, and the other one, all my kids at this very moment, oh, well, I guess the boys talk to me, the girls don't, and I'm okay with that. You got to be okay. And after that, I think my daughter and I stopped talking for about a year or two, and that's okay. They grown. They'll figure it out and work it out. I just ask God not to kill them. And while they're learning those lessons of why they shouldn't do the things that they did, I just pray, you know, Lord, just don't kill them. Because, like I said, that scripture says, honor your mother and your father. And if you don't do that, and you're going to have to pay. There's karma that comes along with that. And your days will be longer. And parents don't uh, aggravate your kids. I know I'm paraphrasing, y'all. Y'all know how it go. But that it is a scripture in there, and I always try to do right by my children and teach them the way to go, train them up in the way that they should go, so they won't depart when they got older. And that was what I tried to do. Uh, got to give it up. Uncle Marvin Gaye. You'll find that on the favorites 15. So that's all I got. My heart goes out to Ti and Tiny. And I just want to put my little 2 cents in to let them know that that's just 56, 56. Sometimes how, it goes, and let you guys know that, it happens sometimes. Nothing to be embarrassed about, nothing to be ashamed about, because I'm pretty sure we're going to hear some more stories about that. And if we're really standing in our truth, us being the aggressor, and also uh, that being aggressive, our children being aggressive with us for whatever reasons that they have or they feel that they have at that point. But it's never okay to disrespect your parents, and parents is never okay to go outside of the boundary lines of us teaching our children uh, the way to go. And I didn't see anything wrong with whatever they were talking about. I just wouldn't have went as long as he did or they did with all of those words and back and forth. It would have been shut down a long time ago. But like I said, we can't teach people how to tell people how to raise their children. You just gotta lead by example. My example is, I'm putting my hands on you. Look, I put your ass in handcuffs if you don't get it together. But thank God that I never had to do that. Um, that's it, y'all. I don't know. I just wanted to share that before, it all get out the way, and I don't want to come back at a later date when it's really too late and be bringing that stuff back up. So I got the opportunity to share my story with my camouflage on, because it's a war going on our children, and also on us. 58, 58. That's what it is. It's a war to take over um, our children, and what's going on. So we just gotta teach them, do the best that we can, but just know that they gonna get that one time to try you. So when they do, knock asses out and make sure that they don't do it again. Fold them up. Put a, put a violation out. Hey, fold them up. Do whatever you got to do for the single moms out there. Call them uncles up and them cousins. when you can't, you really can't do nothing with them at this point. But you ain't gonna let them know, because I still, hey, whatever it is that I need to get, shoes flying, it was going down up in there, brooms, whatever. All right, I didn't hit a whole hour. I wasn't even trying to be on here that hour. I thought I was gonna be in and out. So that's that. Sagittarius, happy birthday, y'all. Um, yeah. Uh, my grandbaby's Sagittarius too. Her birthday coming too. So I love y'all so much. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and sharing your most valuable asset with me, which is your time. I'm grateful, thankful, and truly humbled. Thanks, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell if you can. Leave a comment, no pressure though. My love bugs and the Sagittarius is put the footies back at the front door. Um, Anything you need to know will be in the description box below. I love you. Now go love yourself and then go love on somebody else, because we all need that love, y'all. We are all here to each one reach one so we can teach one. I see y'all out there, 111 on the clock. Anyway, yeah, I see y'all reaching and teaching. I'm so proud of y'all. Good job, y'all. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, yeah. I'm your spiritual soul sister, Sha'Ron. And oh, oh, yes. I have I'm working on learning how to do this TikTok and also Instagram. So the Instagram and the TikTok will be in the description box below. To I think it's Spiritual Soul Sister. I'm at Spiritual Soul Sister on TikTok and also Instagram, Spiritual Soul Sister. So y'all go. I haven't put a video up yet. I haven't done anything because I'm still working on it. But hey, come and see me over on TikTok and Instagram. I'm on. I'm working on it, so I'm gonna be in all of these places. So my face will be in those places, so can't nobody try to steal my work and act like they me and all of that. So we're gonna continue to be positive. There you go. Be positive, y'all. Okay. Each one reach one so we can teach one. I love you. Now go love yourself. I'm your spiritual soul sister, Sha'Ron, and I'm gonna see y'all on the next one.